Andrew Luck and the Colts are still a lock to defeat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots on the road, despite being 1-3 in the year of the comeback. The Indianapolis Colts are going to be 5-3, are going to go 4-0 in their next 4 games. This is lining up with Thursday Night Football once again because it is Andrew Luck that equals 40. I want you to notice here in Andrew Luck's career splits, his next victory is going to be his 45th career victory. It was Aaron Rodgers that won Super Bowl 45 the last time he went to the Super Bowl, and it is New England that equals 45. So before the game, I saw that the numbers are really funky, but I was like, oh, the Colts 1-3, like, wow, no way. But in the scripted NFL, the 1-3 record lining up in the year of the comeback, it is all syncing up to set the storyline of, oh, do the Colts have bad luck? They were up 13 points or so against the Cincinnati Bengals. They had an opportunity to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles with the ball inside their own 10-yard line. They had the lead in overtime. Andrew Luck and the Colts were coming back to win. And then the new overtime rules went into effect. Well, here, New England equaling 45 for Andrew Luck's 45th victory shows how rigged and how scripted the NFL truly is, ladies and gentlemen. The game was tied at 34 entering overtime. Indiana and Gematria equals 34 and 52. February the 3rd is 2-3, the 34th day of the year. Now, the key thing for the Colts is to play for 4 quarters, because to play for 60 minutes, because Indianapolis equals 60. So they need to avoid the turnovers. They need to avoid blowing the lead to the Cincinnati Bengals. So the key takeaway here is that Indianapolis equals 60. May the 3rd, 5-3 is the 123rd day of the year, the blue wave. Donald Trump and the Republicans win, and then the Democrats win, and all of this. The rigged stock market, the rigged sports narratives, right? Oh, go Red Sox and all of this. And then the blue wave and the Chicago Cubs in the rigged World Series. The 49th team to win it all, completely rigged, completely scripted. The Colts are going to go 5-3, people. The Tennessee Titans came back to win 26-23. The Super Bowl is on 2-3. I want you to keep in mind that Brady goes 2-3. The Colts are going to go 2-3 after beating Brady. And I want you to notice that, contenders out there. Jaguars equals 23 in Gematria. The Indianapolis Colts are going to go 5-3 because you're the comeback. It is comeback that equals 26. The rigged game between the Titans and the Eagles, screwing many people's parlays today because the Titans scored 26 points. It is comeback in Gematria that equals 23. The NFL is completely rigged and completely scripted. The Eagles scoring 23 points. Will they go 2-3? This is setting up the narrative for next week. It's just setting up the narrative and what the pundits are going to talk about, but it does not necessarily mean that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to go 2-3. The Colts are going to go 2-3 with Coach Frank Reich. But before I get to that, pass the torch from Tom Brady to Andrew Luck. This is the rigged year of the comeback. The Colts going to come back and make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl because this is the year of the comeback. And arm strength in Gematria equals 53. So does luck of the Colts. It's either way. If we're talking about the fumble from Jack Doyle against the Cincinnati Bengals, if we're talking about first and goal against the Philadelphia Eagles, if we're talking about taking the lead, or we're talking about blowing that game and, losing, the Texans kicking 2 field goals and the Colts turn the ball, a big turnover before the second half. So it's definitely all boiling down by the numbers. It is Andrew Luck in Gematria that equals 40 in Pythagorean Gematria. Well, if you look at his Thursday record, 3-0, Yes, that's going to happen. Tom Brady has 59 regular season losses. He's going to lose regular season game number 60. Rigged and scripted by the numbers, it is Indianapolis and Gematria that equals 60. Some of you guys have never watched this sport before. So for some of you guys, it's like you've never seen a comeback before in the NFL. But I cannot forget about the New York Giants going 6-6, and they end the year 9-7. They won the Super Bowl. You've been like, hey, the Giants, they're not winning the Super Bowl. Same people that are saying the Colts are not winning right now. We're saying that the Giants were not going to win against New England. I said New England, the Giants are going to win in that playoffs because I was a big admirer of Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning, the Giant defense and the Giant running game back in the day. The NFL is completely rigged and scripted. Some of you guys thought the Broncos were a lock to beat Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens. Well, then Raheem Moore came along, and this is the rigged NFL in the scripted NFL, people. The Colts are going to beat New England. They are going to beat the New York Jets, and then they're going to defeat the Buffalo Bills. And then the Oakland Raiders, they're definitely going to beat the Oakland Raiders. The Indianapolis Colts are going to go 5-3 after beating the Oakland Raiders. It is Oakland Raiders that equals 53 in Gematria. Oakland Raiders. Let me type it in here. The Raiders. The Raiders in Gematria equals 53. The Colts are going to go 5-3 after beating the Raiders. The rigging, the scripting cannot be any more obvious. The Tennessee Titanics. The Bills. That's a trap game. The Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore wins these next couple of games. The Jaguars face the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to be undefeated before facing Tom Brady. The Patriots will have lost by that time, but I have to go with New England over. Let's see. I have to go with, the game I'm thinking about here. Yeah, was it the Chiefs and the Patriots? I'd have to think about that too. The Chiefs will be undefeated before facing New England. And I can see New England winning that one too. Again, we got to go look up the numbers. Look up the numbers in the year of the comeback. It cannot be any more obvious. The Colts are going to need some luck. Do you believe in luck? If you think about number 84, Jack Doyle. Number 84 fumbled the ball away against Cincinnati. 2-3 for the Colts. Brady, coach. Frank equals 43. Frank to be 2-3 after beating Tom Brady. Year of the comeback equaling 53. Atlanta Falcons almost came back. Chargers may come back today. Cardinals may come back today. Teams are going to start off slow and come back like the Oakland Raiders. I can see the Raiders getting back into the playoff picture at some point this NFL season. The year of the comeback in the rigged NFL, Tom Brady's 60th loss against the Indianapolis Colts. First win versus Brady is the last one. First win versus Tom Brady, 10-4, October the 4th, the passing of the torch for the Super Bowl on 2-3, the Colts with a 2-3 record. Colts 5-3 after beating the Bills and the crappy Jets and the down the hill Raiders at 1-3. This is a rigged league. Andrew Luck is a lock to beat Tom Brady.